guys, this is Rockman Rocks from BackStage360. We're here in Newport Beach today for a benefit show for High Hopes. I'm sitting here with Mark Desmond. He's one of the gentlemen that started this 20 years ago.
Well, yeah, High Hopes itself started, we're celebrating our 42nd year, but our concert here is, this is our 19th annual Eric Marienthal and Friends concert.
Right. And how did this whole thing start? What was the impetus to get you going in this?
Well, as far as the concert itself, Eric, I was a swim coach for many years, and Eric was one of my swimmers. And as Eric would say, I said, well, if you want to get out of practice today, you better say yes to doing a concert. He said I kept pushing him back in the water. I don't know if that was the truth, but I did let him get out of the pool. And he came out and saw us and saw what we did with brain injured people and said, yes, this is an organization I want to be with. And we've been doing the concert ever since.
Right. And what got you going into the brain injury for adults?
How I started, I was coaching swimming, and I started teaching high school when I was 19 years old. And like a good coach, I controlled the lives of all my swimmers. And I had all these people working as lifeguards, and nobody was available for these brain injured people came to the pool. And so one boy I started working with, and they said, don't bother, he'll never walk again. And he started walking. And today's show came out with Dr. Arlene, did a little segment. Not bad for a 20-year-old, you know, God did it, but helping people to walk for the first time. And then, so this is pretty cool. So I started inventing programs and been doing it now for 40 plus years. And they say we're the most successful brain injury program anywhere.
Wow. Now, most of the patients that go through this, are they California people, or are they from all over the country, or?
Well, we of course have a lot of local people. Every 10 seconds, United States, somebody has a brain injury. In California, there's 22,000 brain injuries and about another 22,000 strokes. So there's lots of people that need our services, and we're one of a kind. But I've had people from around the world come to the program. Religious leaders, ambassador to Japan, all sorts of people to hear about what we do.
Yeah, so you get a chance to meet, you know, pretty much people, families from everywhere that are dealing with these traumatic injuries for their children or their loved ones. And this has been a labor of love, obviously, for you for 40 plus years. So we're excited to be here, I know that.
Well, thank you for being here and being part of this evening.
Well, thank you for having us. You know, we're thrilled to cover the event. It looks like the people are enjoying themselves in there, and you know, we'll be here anytime you need us.
Very good. Well, thank you.
Thanks again, Mark, for your time.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Thank you.
This is Rockman Rocks. We're signing off. You heard it here first. All right, we're back again. This is Rockman Rocks from BackStage360. We're here at the event. I'm sitting with Eric Marienthal, who's one of the coordinators for the event. Eric, thanks for taking some time with us today, and real nice to meet you.
Thank you very, very much. It's appreciate you guys being here for it.
Now, how did you get started in this event?
Well, this is our 19th annual concert, so we've been doing it for 19 years. And Mark Desmond, the director of High Hopes, also runs Newport Aquatics. So my wife and I were getting up far too early to swim in his program, and he found out that I was a musician and asked me point blank one day, leaned over to my lane and asked me if I would do a small benefit concert for his organization High Hopes. And so I, of course, said yes, knowing Mark, and found out more and more about High Hopes and what they do for people. And it's just an amazing organization. I just feel so honored to be able to do this and be part of it.
You've been ever since that day?
Right, ever since that day. We started in a small community room 19 years ago today in Costa Mesa, and moved to this incredible venue the next year. We've been doing it here ever since.
Wow. Wow, and it's funny because I thought it was going to be in Fashion Island. This place is absolutely tremendous.
Oh, it's tremendous, and the the Hyatt Regency does such a wonderful job for us, and they do so much for us. And that venue, where else can you hear, a concert, from the audience perspective? You see the band and look above the gazebo, and you see the, Newport Harbor, and in the middle of the summer,
Right. In
nice.
sunny Southern California, no less. Right. So, tell me a little bit about High Hopes and your affiliation with them, and how this whole thing works as far as from a charity point and the funds getting put where they need to be put.
Well, High Hopes is there are other head injury programs out there, but there's none like this, for one thing, and there are no nonprofit organizations like this. And so what they do, which is why I'm so proud to be part of it, is they take people who have run the whole gamut of what doctors say can be done for them, or what the insurance company says they will do for them, and that's where they pick it up. And so they've helped hundreds and hundreds of people, and I've seen it firsthand over all these 19 years, where they tell somebody that they'll never be able to walk again, and you'll see them walking to the concert today, or they were never able to talk again or to feed themselves again, and they've been proven wrong every time because of High Hopes. So they really do an incredible job, and in most cases do it for, the money that we're raising tonight, it helps a lot of these students, come and pay the expenses that it takes to have this program happen.
Yeah, which is amazing, in itself that our system here is like that, where when your insurance runs out, it's organizations like this that pick up the slack and help these people get to that next level, which is a beautiful thing. Next year, I guess Mark said this, your 20th, so what do you got planned? Can you talk about it?
We got big plans in the works, so unfortunately can't, divulge what any names right now, but yeah, we're definitely going to step up for the 20th for sure. So.
Well, let me tell you what, this isn't a bad lineup here tonight. David Benoit, Aletta Adams, on and on and on and on. This should be a great event. We're actually super proud that you asked us to come and do this. If you need anything next year or the following years, let us know. We'll be glad to come out and do the coverage for you.
We'll be asking, trust me.
Yeah, not a problem. That's what we love doing. Anything that's good for the people is good for our magazine. All right? You got anything else you want to say?
No, we just, we just so happy and blessed that we're able to be here. Appreciate you for helping us out and get the word out about High Hopes, and I hope everybody, who comes has a good time, and they keep coming back and back year after year.
Well, you heard it here, folks, at BackStage360. This is the Rock Man. We're signing off from High Hopes event in Newport Beach, California. And again, thank you, Eric, for having us here today. Appreciate you. Hey guys, this is the Rock Man from BackStage360. Super excited about sitting here with the virtuoso himself, Mr. David Benoit, who's going to be the headliner tonight at this great event. David, thanks for taking some time with us.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
So
you very much.
how did you get involved with this thing?
Well, I've been a friend of Eric's for many, many years. He used to play sax in my band. We used to tour together. And then he asked me a few years ago about guesting with High Hopes. So I think this might be the third time I've done it. And I've always enjoyed it and always like to be there for Eric because he's such a terrific musician.
Right. Yeah, I just met Eric today for the first time, so we did a little short interview with him, and pretty insightful young man.
Yes, he is, and a great player.
Yeah, I haven't heard him play. Is he going to play tonight with you?
Yeah, he is. We're going to play together. Yeah.
Oh, great. So you said this is your third time at this event?
I believe so. I know it's at least my second time. I may have done it 3 times.
I think the last time I saw you in concert was out at one of the wineries out in Temecula.
Yes, that's right. It might have been the time I played with Herb Alpert. That was I think a year ago out in Temecula. May have been, yeah. That's a great gig. I love that one.
Yeah, it's great out there. I live out there, so I'm partial to it.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah, and they're always having great jazz shows every weekend and throughout the year. So It's great. We're super thrilled about coming here tonight, though, and doing this with you.
Awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. Alita Adams is also going to be here tonight. So.
Right. Yeah, and she actually did some work with a friend of mine, Tears for Fears boys, back in the day. So I want to talk to her about that too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You got any new records coming out, or what's going on in your world?
I have a solo album that just came out in Steinway Records. It's all solo piano. And then I have one coming out with Marc Antoine, the guitarist from Spain. And that's coming out next month. So it'll be pretty cool.
You're excited about both projects, I'm sure?
Oh, very much so, yeah.
And the people can find out that information, iTunes, Amazon.
iTunes, Amazon. Also tonight I'll have a few CDs for sale as well. So if they want to meet me and get an autograph, then that's a good way to get one.
Right. You got to keep your name out there. You know how it is. We didn't have social media when we were coming up, so.
Oh, that's right.
From that point of view, it's easier, I think. I don't know about a new artist coming up today trying to get signed, though.
Yeah, it presents its challenges. It's just such a different scene than it was back, when we were in the scene earlier, yeah.
You know, I actually went to school with some kids in Massachusetts with the same last name as you, but they pronounced it different.
Did they say Benoit?
Yes, they did.
So did my parents. We were the Benoits.
Right, yeah. Well, they were Canadian kids. A lot of Canadians in Massachusetts, so.
Yeah, that's where my family comes from, is Canada.
That's, okay, so the Montreal province.
It's Quebec somewhere.
Right. Yeah, that's a pretty common name up there, kind of like LeBlanc.
Exactly, that's right.
Well, again, thanks for giving us some time. I know you guys are getting ready to go on, so we'll tear down and get over there and take some shots of you. And anything you want to say to your fans before we go?
Oh, just looking forward to the show tonight. It'll be a lot of fun playing with Eric again, so I'm really excited about it.
All right, guys, you heard it here. This is the Rock Man from BackStage360 with Mr. David Benoit. And hope you're tuning in. We're going to be streaming some stuff later. So signing off.